Shekhar Vijayan come into the conversation here, because the reason why we're trying to have this conversation is the sort of politics that Udayanidhi Stalin is now putting on display, one can say. The sort of politics that he wants to indulge in, where he is coming and talking about Sanatan Dharam, calling it malaria, worse than COVID, dengue, everything possibly horrible is Sanatan Dharam. Then he's coming and saying Jai Shri Ram is a war cry, Jai Shri Ram is a hateful statement, and it's a new law for our country that someone who's come in to play a sport in our country, this is how we're treating them. This does set precedence for dangerous politics. It is not really the people in the stadium, Mr. Vijayan, who are being hateful or trying to spread hate, but perhaps the politician who's trying to give it this sort of a spin.
Yeah, Devika, thank you for having me over. I think the bigger issue here is, cricket is one of the most popular sports in India. And Udayanidhi Stalin is trying to milk this to his advantage, because he knows the elections around the corner next year. So they will do whatever it takes to make sure they get maximum prominence. Till he spoke about Hinduism and Sanatan Dharma, not many people knew about Udayanidhi Stalin at the national level. Now he's trying to use this to his advantage.
Absolutely.
And just try to get into prominence. The second thing is, at the end of the day, it's a cricket match. We don't mix sports with politics. But the Pakistani team has always tried to mix jingoism with sports. It's always happened. And whether we say Jai Shri Ram or whether we don't use Jai Shri Ram, I think the bigger point is Hinduism has always been a soft target. Hinduism has always been a soft target for things like this. And politicians are using it to the maximum advantage, because they know they can polarize Indians in this manner, which is certainly not correct. At the end of the day, he's doing this whatever he can. He's using all kinds of, this is the playbook which I think he's using to make sure that everybody talks about him for good reasons or bad reasons. Because like they say, publicity in any form is publicity. Whether you get publicity for saying the right thing or for saying the wrong thing. I don't think we should take him very seriously, because we all know what India is all about. India is a very welcoming country. We are wonderful hosts. And I think the focus should be on India winning the World Cup and not worrying about what Pakistan thinks. Pakistan is not a country which even compare itself.
It's not about, of course, India is, as you said, it's a strong country, very tolerant, all of those things. Yes, of course, we know that about ourselves. And this is not new politics to us, right? This is politics that has been going on in this country for decades now. Ever since we gained independence, this is sort of politics that our politicians have been indulging in. The problem is, when you think that, okay, this is the next lot of politicians that are going to be coming in. Udayanidhi Stalin was supposed to be the younger generation, right? The next phase of politics in India. And you see that even in the next phase of politics, it's the same playbook that they want to sort of abide by, because they know that, okay, this is the easiest thing that works.
So I think he's not covered himself with any glory. Smart people can easily see through this entire playbook which he's using. And I think it's very shoddy and it's very shameful. He's the same man who passed a comment about Hindu and Sanatan Dharam and compared us to dengue and malaria, which is certainly not done. The point of the matter is very simple. Like I said earlier, I think Hinduism is a soft target by these politicians. They want to milk it as much as possible. I think as long as we understand, as long as we know what India is capable of, as long as we know that the World Cup is all about playing cricket, rather than mixing sports with politics and not worrying about what Pakistan thinks or does not think. I think we've been a wonderful host. We've been a wonderful country, and I don't think things like this affect us. The fact of the matter is, this has only made India more stronger. People can see through this rubbish, and there's nothing wrong in somebody chanting Jai Shri Ram if a cricketer is going up, because he's the same cricketer who mixed sports with politics when he was chanting Islamic anthems and names on the pitch. So I don't think there's anything wrong in what we did. But the point of the matter is, we should also understand that we cannot mix sports with politics and not take such politicians seriously, because this fellow is just somebody who's just trying to get prominence. Nobody else knows him outside Tamil Nadu, and he's trying his level best to get national prominence.
Okay, Mr.